Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to True TV. This is your YouTube channel that provides you with an updated news in our politics. So stay locked and please subscribe to our new channel, True Top TV. True TV will be bringing for you the analysis of politics as they happen, because we have to talk about our politics and how our country is shaping up politically for the presidential elections in 2027. Why do I say that Kalonzo Musyoka is a top contender in the presidential elections in 2027? One, he has received endorsement from Baba. Baba, the former Azimio leader, has technically endorsed Kalonzo Musyoka as the flag bearer for the Azimio coalition. We saw this this weekend when all the Azimio leaders, including the Secretary General, Sifuna, attending a function and announcing that he supports Kalonzo's bid for 2027, and saying that Kalonzo is indeed a very honest man and will keep the promise to the Azimio fraternity. So this is very, very important. Also, the Embakasi East constituency MP, Babu Owino, called Kalonzo Musyoka His Excellency the sixth. This is significant, significant mileage for Kalonzo Musyoka, because you remember Baba was called the fifth by Babu Owino and is stuck. So Kalonzo being called the sixth is indeed a step towards the right direction. But Kalonzo politically is a heavyweight in Kenyan politics. He has the experience. He has been there for a very, very long time. So this is not his first time to run for the presidency. The majority of ODM leaders have welcomed Kalonzo's candidacy, including Babu Owino, Sifuna, and majorly the leadership of Nairobi. So this move is likely to give Kalonzo an early advantage in the race. And we look at Babu Owino's strategy, especially when 2027 gubernatorial race will be open to nominations in Azimio. So it places him it gives him a very, very early lead in that he'll be able to get the Kamba vote that Kalonzo has in his basket. So coming out strongly and being seen very, very close to Kalonzo Musyoka is indeed a plus for one Babu Owino. I don't see one Sakaja giving Babu Owino a chance though, but largely the contest will be between Sakaja and Babu Owino. And your guess is as good as mine. It is going to be a close, hotly contested race. Babu Owino is not a walk in the park when it comes to the race for the Nairobi governor. Is not easy pushover like the former candidates. So Nairobi is very, very open, and it's up for grabs. Kalonzo's success politically will heavily depend on how Baba will marshal his troops in Nyanza, in the coastal region, to back Kalonzo Musyoka. Remember, Kalonzo Musyoka has not really sold himself nationally like Raila Odinga. So this is a new ball game for him to go uh, to Nyanza, to Western Kenya, and sell himself as a preferred choice for the Azimio family. It is something that he really has to learn from Raila Odinga, and uh, and that will be a plus uh, for his political bid for the top seat. Remember, Ruto is currently facing a lot of hostility. Just the other day, Ruto had to cut down his speech after being heckled. This comes, as 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 a protest from the Hustler Nation, who thought that the bottom up kind of economic formula was supposed to actually satisfy the base. The government of William Ruto has not really articulated well the bottom-up model or economic formula. They have not been able to explain, or they got it all wrong in the beginning by saying that they will lift the Mamamboga up to the top. So these common common hustlers have believed that they were indeed to be given cabinet positions, and any apartment that was coming belonged to them. They would be seated on that table. But that has not been the case. They have been left hanging. That is the danger of of trying to satisfy everybody. Majority of Kenyans are poor, and they can gang against you. So Ruto got his votes from this particular group of people, and now they are revolting against him, because when you get now to the presidency, you realize that it's not easy to satisfy everybody, and you also come with a baggage. There are people who supported your bid for the presidency, both financially, psychologically. They motivated you to go for that particular seat. You have to satisfy each and everybody. And again, now there is the other group of bipartisan people coming in. They also need a share of this particular cake. You saw just the other day Kaluma saying, in all honesty, that they need to be in government. They also
Wajaluo pia wako wengi upande huu. So ile wakati unasema kama mazungumzo italeta handshake au itaki, unataka wale wajukuu wenu wakule nini ule upande. Hii kitu hata kama Nyoro aliileta, hamtakula peke yenu, tutaingia. Nataka kukuambia ndugu Murkomen, asante sana. Yeye pale kwetu anaitwa Ngodo Mabei. Anaenda, juzi nimeenda nimepata umefungua ofisi ya UDA kubwa kwa entrance ya Homa Bay Town. Sababu wewe umekuwa mtu wa Homa Bay. Watu wakipenda kuungana, tuwaache wafanye nini? Waungane. There is no day two brothers will go hunting and one gets. Then unachoma nyama ukifikiri sisi tutanyamaza tu. Ukikataa handshake, tutaitisha maandamano tena.
strangely, Raila Odinga over this weekend was in a cultural festival in Mombasa, and they met also Kuria. And remember, William Ruto was also in the coastal town. Yeah, just the same time the the Luo Cultural Festival was being held. Although we didn't see him at the venue, then probably most likely they shared the same hotel. Most likely they met at in state house. Some of this information we might not get out there in public, but there's a lot of rumors that the handshake has already taken place. Looking at Gachagwa's body language, looking at his latest speech in Kiambu, where he said, it is not interested in the kingpin. It's not even giving him any money. This is a 360 turn from our usual Gachagua, who is very very firm in whatever he is saying. So you can listen to what Gachagua is saying out there in Kiambu, and trying to galvanize his base. But central Kenya is shaky. Remember, we have Maina Jenga in central coming in, and Maina Jenga is being pushed by Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, the Mungiki group used to call him chairman. The remnants of Mungiki and the grandchildren and the children right now have come of age. They can vote. Ndeni Nyoro, do they really see eye to eye with Gachagua? I highly doubt. I've never seen them in a function together. These guys are very very parallel. I don't think Ndeni believes in Gashagua's policies, and there is just something about Gachagua that is not right. I don't know whether they look at him as a dictator or they look at him as too honest to be occupy the DP's office, because all that Gachagua articulates is honesty, his own opinion that comes from his head. So that does not rub shoulders very well with the central Kenya leadership, especially when we go back to when William Ruto was looking for a running mate. It proved to be a very, very difficult task for Kenya Kwanza to get a running mate from Central. So this tribal kingship that the president was talking about is very, very true. Everybody has gone back to their backyard trying to get their tribes to back them, so that when they come to the negotiating table, they have the numbers. So those numbers politically, tribe is what ascends you to power. So you really have to come with something on the table. There's so much in the political discourse that we need to cover. But indeed, I need you to stay locked to this particular channel. This is your number one, True TV 24. True TV is pretty new in the business of analysis, but we have the experience and we have the capacity to analyze for you the politics unbiased, the way they are and the way it's happening in your own backyard. So keep it locked and remember to go to YouTube and subscribe to this particular channel, because we are the number one authentic. When I say authentic, is that we will bring for you things that you will not see on these other YouTube channels. We try to analyze deep down what is really happening, because first, we are not politically inclined and we are not biased. That is the most important bit about True TV 24. True TV 24 will bring for you news as it happens. So if you subscribe to this particular channel, you'll get some benefit, a lot of benefit. Plus, we'll also give you the hidden jobs, the remote jobs that are in the US that you can apply when you are at home. Most of it, we will hear it here on True TV 24. So please, whenever you see me going on air, this is a very, very important message. When you see that button popping up for True TV and you've subscribed, know that at the end of this discussion, or at the end of every discussion from now henceforth, you'll be getting some benefit, and the benefits are enormous on this particular channel. Apart from politics, we look at your social development, we look at your welfare, how you are going to gain politically and how you're going to gain by subscribing to our channel, because we have very resourceful people out there who would like to employ people. And if they are indeed genuine, you'll find it here. We'll give you the link down there so that you can apply for this particular job. One thing that I do is that I go and look for these places or these sites where you can get the jobs, and especially the ones that are meant for people from Africa, not really residents of the United States or the UK, so that you can apply. There's a lot of information that you don't know out there, especially in nursing. If you're a nurse, if you're a nurse, for instance, and you've seen a lot of bloggers, talking about nurse coming to the US as a nurse. Yes, you're a nurse, but there's a special exam that you need to do so that you can be absorbed in the nursing fraternity. The government of the Republic of Kenya and the UK are now running the program. Here in the US, there are agencies which, as Kenyans by their nature, they would not tell you about these agencies that normally bring people to the US as nurses, but there are agencies out there. We are going to look for them. We are going to give you their websites. We are going to give you their contacts and how you can reach them. And even if they are listening to me, please get into my DM me, give me a direct message on my inbox so that we can help our fellow citizen get greener pastures. There are other opportunities also in Somalia. The teaching fraternity. Teaching is also very, very good. They pay at least a six-figure salary compared to what you earn in Kenya. So Somalia is also opening up, and most of the schools in Somalia are doing the Kenyan syllabus. So please, the opportunities in Somalia, it is not as bad as you might think, and there's so many Kenyan working in Somalia right now that you can liaise with and give you opportunities that are there in Somalia. I will also be sharing with you all that information on True TV 24. Thank you guys for being part of this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful session. I hope to see you next time when we have something hot that is coming into our politics. We will be there to analyze it for you and bring it as it is. Otherwise, be safe and make sure you subscribe to True TV 24. The truth is like the sun. You can never hide it for so long. Asanteni sana Wakenya na mbarikiwe mahali popote mlipo. Asante sana.